Hey guys, Courtney here with Southern Owls. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make a really fun small swag using this 21-inch paint stick that you can grab at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. Anywhere that sells paint is going to have these 21-inch paint stirrers. We're going to be using our ribbon from my Creek Road collab. So I'm like, hey, let me show y'all how to utilize leftover product. Speaking of leftover product, okay, so I've done a lot of 10-inch mesh tutorials. I'm going to teach you today how we're going to utilize our 21-inch mesh that we might have a few pieces left, a few cuts left. I'm going to show you my little trick. I haven't made something with my little trick in a while, so I felt like this would be a fun little adventure. So let me grab the mesh. Okay, so here's our mesh. We're going to be using, I had 3 lime green. I had 2 pink with the lime green, okay? And then we have, I dropped one, 5 hot pink. So we are going to need 10 total pieces of mesh. So make sure whatever you are going to be using, that you have 10 pieces total, okay? So let's get crafting, guys. Y'all ready? Okay, I'm gonna put y'all down, and I'm gonna put my mesh over on my chair. I do have a fan over here now, so I kind of have to watch where I put stuff because stuff will blow right off my table, friends. So you're gonna grab 5 pipe cleaners. I'm gonna choose white today, and we're gonna find the middle of this paint stick. And we are going to wrap around our first pipe cleaner. Just a couple wraps around, evenly wrapped. And we're going to go about 3.5 inches down our paint stick and place that next pipe cleaner. Twist them around. 3.5 inches down again. Twist them around. And now we're going to go up 3.5 inches, give or take. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Just in that kind of area of about 3.5. And we're gonna add in 5 total pipe cleaners, okay? So it's gonna look a little something like this. Unfortunately, my hot glue gun, I did not realize the battery died. So I'm using my glue pot. So I'm gonna be a little messy with it. But we're gonna, if you had a glue gun, just drip a little glue right here in your pipe cleaners. Like I said, stuff happens. I didn't realize that my glue gun was dead. So it's on the charger. We're gonna use the glue pot, which I'm not afraid to use. It's just a little bit messier than if I had that glue gun. I could just, boop, boop, boop. Takes a little bit more time to do this, but that's okay. I was unprepared, but the hot glue gun is on the charger now, so that's the good thing. And y'all are probably like, Courtney, do you not have a corded hot glue gun? I do, guys. I do. I have no idea where it's at. So the glue pot is going to work out just fine. Just fine. Okay, so this is what your project should look like. We're going to put this off to the side, and we're going to start adding in our mesh. So I have more hot pink, right? I have the most is my hot pink. So we're going to start with this. And I cut this. This is 21-inch mesh, and I cut them into 20 pieces, okay? 20-inch pieces, excuse me, 20-inch pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold them in half, okay? We're going to fold them in half. I use my tummy to hold the mesh, okay? Don't be afraid to use what the good Lord gave us, okay? You're going to fold that mesh in half. So guess what we just created? 10-inch mesh. Pretty genius. So then I'm going to just ruffle these. So I'm going to pinch the middle. Did y'all see that? Pinch the middle. And we're just going to start walking our fingers over to the other side. I do kind of like to flip my edges underneath just a little bit, so that is on the bottom side. This exposed cut mesh is going to be on the bottom. And then we're going to grab our paint stick And we're gonna add in our mesh. I'm gonna start down here. Be careful. Your glue might still be a little hot, okay? So just be careful, because I did pre-cut my mesh to save some time on the tutorial. So we're gonna just put that right down in to our frame. Oop, right down in there. And if you notice, I did long ways, okay? The next one, we are going to do side to side. And if y'all remember, I only have 2 of these. So we're going to use this one next. Same thing. Get that mesh, roll it out. Use your tummy, fold it in half. Same thing, find the middle, give it a pinch. Walk your fingers over to the other side. And then put this mesh right down in. And we're going to go, oops, excuse me, we're going to go the opposite direction. So we're going to say this is long ways and this is up and down. Side to side, up and down. Ooh, that's confusing. But just make sure that we're going the opposite direction. So this one was put in like this, and then this one's going to go like this. So now we're going to go back to the hot pink because we have 5 of these. Use your tummy, hold that mesh in place. Don't be afraid to use the tummy, okay? Just do it. Find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, kind of tuck in that mesh underneath. And we're gonna go same direction as the other hot pink. This way, okay? I always kind of like to pull this mesh up on top. Kind of manipulate it a little bit. Oh, it's already beautiful. It's already beautiful. Did I say we're doing a watermelon theme? Did I say that? We're going to grab this last piece because I only had 2 of these mesh left over. But guys, if you're like me, I really hate to like waste supplies. And I will hold on to a couple pieces of mesh. I know it's ridiculous, but I have found this cute little way to use our mesh, our leftover mesh, so none of it goes to waste. Okay, so we're going to put that down in there, give it a good couple twists, and then we're going to go in with that next hot pink. So this is just the first layer. So that's why I say you need 10 pieces of this mesh because we have 5 pipe cleaners and we're going to double layer it. So this is going to be gorgeous. All right, we're going to lay this one down in. Twist, twist. And I'm going to pop that underneath just like that. So now we have 5 pieces of our 21-inch mesh down. Look how beautiful that is. It's already really nice and full and thick because, I mean, think about it, it's kind of like double the amount of 10-inch, right? So remember, we had 3 lime green. So we're going to add the lime green on top of the hot pink. So let's start with our lime green, which almost comes off like neon yellow on camera, but it is lime green. It is. Okay, same thing. Use your tummy. It's fine, guys. There we go. Find the middle. Give it a pinch. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Kind of tuck the other side under. And we're going to go opposite direction, okay? So this one goes this way. So this one's going to go the opposite direction. And we're just going to twist it right down in there. So now remember, we have 2 hot pink left. So we're going to use hot pink next on top of the stripes. Same thing. We're doing the same exact technique all the way around. We're just layering it on now. Right into that pipe cleaner, right next to the lime green. Twist, twist. And I'm going to tuck this one underneath that lime green. Because that lime green is here to party. Okay, I'm going to cut that little guy off, though, because that annoys me. Snip. Okay, next one, remember, lime green, lime green. Same thing, fold it in half, use your tummy to hold it in place. Find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, lay it right down in there, opposite direction. I'm going to kind of tuck that mesh in already. Twist, twist. I'm going to tuck that mesh in so it doesn't look crazy. And if we have any little extra crazies, just nip them off. Nip, nip. Because mesh, guys, it's going to fray. It's mesh. It's plastic. It's going to fray a little bit on us. Don't unravel it. Take your scissors and just snip whatever is bothering you. Okay, back to the hot pink. We're just going to layer that right down in there. Opposite direction of what we put in the beginning. And then I want that lime green to show a little bit more, so we're going to pull that out. And then we're going to do the lime green right here at the end. Opposite direction. Pulling up that lime green. Okay, that's so fun. Super neon. We got that fun mesh in there. And now we get to embellish it with our beautiful, beautiful ribbon. Now, I always like this to be the top where it gets skinny. So always make sure this is my top. So let's make a beautiful, a beautiful bow to go up top. So this, words are hard. All 5 of these ribbons today are from my friends at Creek Road. If you're shopping with Creek Road today, you can use my code AL10 and that will get you 10% off your entire order. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. I kind of want to do like a fun bow with different size tails. So we're going to do, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I want tails, like longer tails for this design. Is that cuckoo? Maybe. And we'll like cover up these 2 sections and then we'll do fun things for that. Let's just go for it. So 8-inch tail, 5-inch loops, and then I'm going to do a 6-inch tail coming out of the top. I kind of just want to have some tails throughout it. You know, change up the game a little bit. Another 8-inch tail, 5-inch loops. Six-inch tail. And we can manipulate these as we go, right? Cute. And I'll like kind of like, you know, piece these out, do something crazy with them. I'm gonna go in with this polka dot next. Kind of do that same vibe with a long tail. And then I'm going to shrink my loops down to 4.5 inches. And then we're still going to do that 6-inch tail up at the top. And then, guys, if y'all have not tried the Deluxe ribbon, y'all are missing out. This ribbon is fabulous. Same thing, 8-inch tail, 4-inch loops. And then we're going to do that 6-inch tail coming out the top. This Deluxe is double-sided. It is so thick and gorgeous. It's designer ribbon for a fraction of the cost. Creek Road has that ribbon in a lot of different, the Deluxe line, and a lot of different fun patterns. Okay, we're going to take, this is a skinnier ribbon. It's 7/8 inch, so we're going to do 8-inch tail again. And then we're going to do, I'm going to shrink them down again. We're going to do little cute 4-inch loops in the middle. I'll do 3 of those. with that 6-inch tail. You're then going to grab your cable tie and thread that around and secure that bow. Not all the way. We want to make sure that we leave enough room to slide in a pipe cleaner underneath, like so. If you can't do hand bows, you can still use this formula on your bow maker. So don't be discouraged in making bows. If you use a bow maker, no one knows. No one has ever messaged me and said, well, I'm not going to buy that. Did you make it with a hand bow? Your client is not going to know. So don't get discouraged if you cannot make hand bows. Use your bow maker. That tool is a great tool, so utilize it. Okay, guys? All right, so we are just dovetailing all of the ends. So I'm just taking this ribbon, cutting up at an angle. I'm doing them at kind of different lengths so we can see the ribbon behind it as well. So I'm cutting a little bit more off those shorter pieces. I might shorten them up just a little bit more. This one is a little bit more. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to get this bow on, and then we're going to play around with where I want all of the loops and the tails to hit in this bow. So I'm going to put this right at the top of my cute little swag. I'm going to cut off these pipe cleaners, just the front one, just at the very top. We're going to thread through these pipe cleaners. I like to always go through my mesh, not around it. I still put my hand underneath my mesh to kind of help guide that pipe cleaner through. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. You always want to make sure you're going through your mesh and not around it, so your bow sits on top of your wreath instead of, oh my gosh, it got caught. Hold on. Instead of, oh, come on. Oh my goodness. There we go. Instead of sinking down into your wreath. So don't move the mesh out of the way. I always kind of make sure that everything is sitting on top of that mesh. Okay, what I like to do is kind of thread these pipe cleaners underneath, like so. I'm going to come in on the opposite side. Like so. And then twist, twist, twist. And then we're going to trim off that pipe cleaner and just push it down into our wreath. And now we are going to cut off that second pipe cleaner too, because our bow is so big, it covers up that second pipe cleaner. So we're going to cut that and push that down into our wreath. And now I'm going to adjust my bow and start fluffing out everything how I want it. So now that it's in, you can get aggressive with it. Just move everything around where you want it to go. It's not going to hurt. So I'm just going to kind of move these tails around a little bit, fluff it out. That one's really long still. Let me cut this guy just a little bit. Yeah. And we got that fun emerald ribbon in the middle. Perfect. I mean, that's already looking fantastic, except for those. Look at that. See those? Don't pull them. Take your scissors, cut them off. Don't pull them, because then you're going to shred that deco even more, okay? So we're going to do 2 ribbon tail bundles. So I'm going to cut off that middle pipe cleaner. So we're going to do a ribbon tail bundle here and a ribbon tail bundle at the bottom. So I like to use my boards, and we're going to do 12 inches. And we're going to do 2 ribbon tail bundles. So we need 2 of every single ribbon cut at 12 inches. If you don't have ribbon tail boards, that's totally fine too, guys. You can just measure them out individually. Look how fun all of this ribbon is. So gorgeous. Guys, if you didn't know, I started I'm so excited about this, an online group called Double Troublemakers, where I teach in it. We do tutorials, we teach business, and I've teamed up with my friend Lindsay with Tarnation Creations. She's also a designer in the group, and she's going to talk about business as well. And we've also teamed up with Creek Road, creekroad.net. They are our suppliers for the group. So all of the supplies that we're using in the group is from Creek Road. And we have also teamed up with Miss Nicole with Looking Glass Wreaths. She's on Etsy, and she makes fantastic wreath attachments. So if you want to join in on our group, we would love to have you. It is a monthly subscription group. But we have a lot of fun over there. It's doubletroublemakers.com if you're interested. And the big thing is, guys, once you sign up, all 4 of our businesses are also offering a discount, 20% off. So you'll get 20% off my wreath kits and wreaths. You'll get 20% off Lindsay's wreaths. You will get 20% off Creek Road supplies. And you'll also get 20% off Miss Nicole's wreath attachments, which is awesome, which is really, really awesome. So if you're interested, just go sign up at www.doubletroublemakers.com. We would love to have you over there. Okay, so I'm just dovetailing all of these ribbon tails like I had before. Just fold them in half and cut up at an angle. If you don't like to dovetail, you can always, you can do an angle cut also. That always looks really nice. So I'm going to separate all of our ribbon out because we're going to use 1 of each ribbon in our bundles. Okay, so I'm going to start off with that 2.5 inch. I'm going to find the middle and give it a pinch and just hold it in my thumb and pointer finger. We're going to do the same thing for the next 2.5 inch ribbon, and we're just going to cross them, make an X or a cross. We're then going to grab the next ribbon, find the middle, give it a pinch, and just lay it right in there. We're going to keep on layering all of our ribbon. Find the middle, give it a pinch, just like this. We're going to grab our swag, and we're going to lay this ribbon bundle right down into that pipe cleaner that we still have. So just lay that all down. Twist it in, and then push that pipe cleaner down back into your swag. Now that our ribbon is nice and secure, we can just go in here and fluff out our ribbon so we see all of our beautiful ribbon. And what I like to do, I kind of pinch the middle and fluff it out. So now you don't see the mechanics, right? So you completely covered up that pipe cleaner. We're going to do the same thing right here in that middle section. So we're going to grab all of our ribbon and we're just going to find the middle, give it a pinch, and just start layering it in our hands. Just in an X pattern. And then I did put the emerald right in the middle. So this is where the pipe cleaner is going to go, right in the middle of all of that bundle. I'm going to put that right down in there. And give it a few good twists, and then push that pipe cleaner down into the wreath. And now we can fluff out all of our beautiful ribbon. Same thing, I just go in there and I kind of pinch that ribbon right in the middle so we hide that pipe cleaner. Okay guys, that's it. You did it. If you want to embellish it with some watermelons, that would be super, super cute also. But here we go. Here is our super simple watermelon swag using our 21-inch mesh instead of 10-inch mesh, all on a paint stick. So now I'm going to gently put it down. And what I'm going to do is just thread through one of these pipe cleaners through the top pipe cleaner. And we're going to make a loop to hang on the front door. So we're just going to twist it all around, and then clip that right off. And now we have a door hanger to hang our beautiful watermelon swag. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, I'm going to link everything that I used for it. And I just love making these. And I really haven't made a 21-inch deco mesh one in a while. So I hope this was a good memory refresher that, hey, if you only have a couple pieces of that mesh left, use it, right? And it goes the same way with the 10-inch mesh. If you have a couple little cuts left of your 10-inch mesh, you can use that too on one of these paint stick swags. So thank y'all so much for tuning in today, and I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.